Alright, so this is going to be a diffusion demo lab with my assistant, Zeke Lauer. Say hi. Okay. So what this experiment, this demo is about, it compares a cell membrane, the equivalent between a cell membrane and saran wrap, and the process of, or the phenomena that what goes on with diffusion. And we know that diffusion is based on that concentration gradient, right? Always going from high to low. So basically, how I would instruct this is, I would first show the students an example of what happens when we have cornstarch and the indicator iodine mixed with this. Okay, or cornstarch is the indicator. So what happens when iodine mixes with cornstarch, Zeke? What's going to happen? So naturally the color of iodine is yellow. Okay, so when I pour yellow into this, what color does it turn?
Yellow. Purple.
It is purple. Very good. High five.
No.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so this is what happens when we have iodine, which is yellow in color, mixed with cornstarch. Okay, so what I would show my students that, okay, as an example. Okay, shh, we'll get to it in a second. Okay, so then that's before. Then I'll talk about again, refresh on the plasma membrane. It's going to be represented by the saran wrap. Okay, so we have two experiments going on here, really. One's going to show the actual proper demo or experiment, and the other one is going to show. It's not going to really show anything, even though they're both going to be doing the same thing. It's just one's going to show, one's not going to show anything. Okay. So what I would do is, first I fill this up with water. Distilled water works better. This is Maui fresh tap from Maui. Okay, Zeke? Okay, and then what we're going to do is, we're going to put some iodine in here. Okay. Ooh, that's kind of a lot. Of course, these would be equal measurements here, right, Zeke?
Yellow.
And red. Here, let's do this. This is so. Okay, watch out! Watch out! Okay, so here we have. This is number 1. This is number 2. Number 1 is going to have the saran wrap representing the cell membrane, right? Plasma membrane. This is filled with, tied off and sealed with cornstarch, okay? This is saran wrap just filled with water, okay? So what we're going to do is, we're going to put it in. Oh, and before I put it in, Ezekiel, okay, before I start the experiment, what I would do is, I would ask the students, Zeke, I would ask the students, what's going to occur? Let's make some predictions, right? What do we think is going to happen? We already know what happens when iodine and cornstarch mixes, right? Okay, so what's going to happen? Okay, but this is sealed. This is in saran wrap. How is it going to go through? Okay, so what we're going to do is, we're going to put it in, okay? One without cornstarch and one with cornstarch, both in the same amount of, it's the same solution, iodine and water. Okay, we're not doing glucose because it's too complex. Okay? So this is what happens. We let it sit for a while, okay? And we could, probably do an activity of some sort, a worksheet, going over passive transport, simple diffusion, osmosis, and things of that nature. Okay? Zeke, are you ready for the best part?
Yes.
Okay, get your uke. Alright, as we promised. Is it tuned up?
Yes.
Okay, tune it up. Alright. We got atoms and molecules floating all around, with the gases in the sky, particles in a cell. What you gotta know?
says there's a certain way it flows. So get out your paper, it's time to take some notes.